everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. I can't believe we're already at Day 17. This is crazy. But David and I thought for today's Vlogmas episode, we would sit down and answer some labor, delivery, pregnancy, parenting style questions, because we've gotten a bunch more questions from you.
Because nobody's more experienced at parenting than us.
Yeah, true. I mean, look, we raised a dog and a cat, right? That's got to count for something. Anyways, we thought that would be fun, just have a little sit-down video. We really have nothing on the go today, so this is probably more interesting than anything we're getting up to. But I've got the questions on my phone, so we can get right to that. Please remember to like this video, and of course hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. And without further ado, let's answer some questions. So the first question is, how do you want to parent differently or the same as your parents? That's a good question.
So in my family, growing up, my mom was the hands-on teacher. She was actually
a
legit teacher before she retired. So she was the teacher and the encourager and the praiser. So I was raised on a healthy dose of praise. Where I was always trying, not even trying, but just was always looking forward to that praise from my mom, and that would encourage me to do a good job at whatever I was doing. So I think for me, I will raise our baby with a huge healthy dose of praise and reward for all of the great things that she does. On the other hand, my dad was more of the hands-off, the country, raised in the country, oldest of 7 kids, you know, very cautious, concerned, overprotective. And I certainly have that in, I think I'm half my mom and half my dad.
Yeah?
And I've taken those parts.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, so, but he introduced me to a lot of stuff like the outdoors, snowmobiling, you know, I learned to drive up in a field when I was way too young to be behind the wheel of a car. So I got that country raising and the city raising. So I think I'll give our baby a healthy dose of both of those things.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I grew up in a house where you were never afraid to say how you were feeling. And there was no such thing as an awkward conversation because you never had to worry about any like judgments coming from my parents. They were very open and accepting, and I really want us to have an open and accepting home. And there was no shortage of I love yous, there was no shortage of hugs, of kisses in my home. So I want to bring that for our baby, because I felt like I was raised in a very warm, welcoming and loving home, and I want our home to reflect that for our daughter.
And one of the other ways that I was raised is to always be prepared. And you will see in the coming days when we pack our hospital bag, you're going to sit there and watch us pack this thing and go, my God, you don't need half of that stuff. I know, but we're going to have it.
Going to be prepared.
That's my dad's influence of always be prepared, always have everything you need. Whenever we go on a hike, like we go on a hike in New Hampshire that's like an 8-hour day hike, I'm packing sleeping bags, I'm packing 3 days worth of food. Like, that's my dad, so.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of that when she's growing up too.
The next question is favorite part about being pregnant. I'm assuming this one's directed towards me.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. I would say that my favorite part of being pregnant is feeling her little kicks. That's going to be something, I was saying this to David yesterday actually, that's going to be something that I miss when she's not inside of me anymore, is just these little, like, they started out as these little flutters just inside, and now it's like, oh, there's a foot sticking out, or there's her hands doing something, or, you know, this big bum that's sticking out and you just want to, like, spank it. It's so cute. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna miss is the kick. So that would definitely be just the movements inside. Like, there's a little baby moving around inside of me. I just think that that's so cool.
Yeah. And to jump on that, I'm not pregnant, but with you being pregnant, that was when it became real for me, was feeling her kick for the very first time. And weeks had passed since we found out you were pregnant. But it's real, but until you felt that first kick, for me anyway, it was, oh wow, now this is real.
Yeah.
And in the past few weeks and days, with these movements, they're not even just little kicks anymore. They are full-on rolling movements.
Kicks, like the feet are just like this into my side.
Oh, and just feeling that has made it so much realer. And as the day approaches, it's like, this is happening.
Oh my God, just come on, little girl.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, next question. Oh, I don't know. What's your strongest pregnancy symptom? Pregnancy brain? Is that? I don't know.
Braxton Hicks was a word.
that might be a big one.
I'd gone through my whole life and never heard the words Braxton Hicks. Now I hear them about 50 times a day. So I am looking forward to the day that I never hear the word Braxton Hicks ever again.
David told me yesterday, he's like, can we just assume that you're always having Braxton Hicks and you can just let me know when you're not having Braxton Hicks? Because that will be fewer times.
Our whole day consists of Lauren going, oh, Braxton Hicks is bad today. But that's been for weeks and months. So we get in the car to go somewhere. Oh, Braxton Hicks.
Would you rather we say false labor contractions? Like, it's much longer.
I don't know. I mean, the false labor contractions are named after the guy who discovered them. John Braxton Hicks. Is that right?
Or John Braxton? I don't know. I don't know where the Hicks
I think that's his last name. Braxton Hicks. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
So, like, I don't know. Maybe this video will be the start of pregnant women saying, oh, I got the Johns.
Okay, this is for both of us. Do you think the birth class we took has prepared us? That birth class, first off, it was great because it was done by a labor and delivery nurse who works at the hospital that we were giving birth at, the Queensway Carleton in Ottawa. So just to hear everything from not only a Canadian nurse, because sometimes you do these classes as from someone talking about things in the States, which doesn't apply to us in Canada, but not only that, but having her in Ottawa and at the hospital we were delivering at was just great, because especially with COVID, so much has changed. The rules are so different. So it was nice to know like what exactly we were in for at this hospital. And her class was great because she went through like essentially when labor starts, like when the contractions start, all the way through to when you have the baby and breastfeeding. So I felt like I had a very clear picture of the timeline of everything.
Yeah. How
it starts, what's next after that. If you have to be induced, what that looks like. If you have an epidural, what that looks like. If you have a C-section, what that looks like. Mm-hmm. So I really liked that. The only thing that I feel like I was missing was just, I would have loved to go more into breastfeeding. Again, this was an online, only 3-hour class, and she packed so much information in, so it was incredible. But I've wanted to take those classes where you learn like swaddling and breastfeeding and like what newborn life is like what to expect like when you go home.
We're gonna have to learn. We're gonna learn that on the fly.
Yeah. So
I think the class was really informative, but there were a few things that I didn't know, but a lot of it I had already heard from you because Lauren's done so much research and looked into every aspect of pregnancy and childbirth. So when she would bring things, like when the woman who was teaching us would talk about something, I'd be like, oh, I remember that because you told me that 6 weeks ago, or oh, well, now I know what that is.
Yeah.
But the biggest takeaway from me was just that this is going to happen. And everything is just going to happen. And there are going to be times where you feel flustered and stressed and I don't know what I'm doing. Your baby's going to be okay. You're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You're going to figure out how to breastfeed, how to soothe them,
what their routine is.
Yeah, and I think for us, the biggest thing when she's born is learning to anticipate all of these things.
Yes.
So that we don't have a screaming baby because of a dirty diaper or I'm hungry. It's to anticipate these things, change that diaper when it needs to be changed, get that feeding started before the volcano erupts.
And we're also going to learn her cries too.
Sure.
So we're going to know, okay, I know what that cry means. That means that she's tired or she's hungry, or I've heard a lot of people say that they can like differentiate the cries and they know what each cry means.
And just to be calm in the moment and know that we're going to get through whatever this little episode is, we're
gonna
going to
get
get through it. We're going to come out clean on the other side.
You kind of touched on this, but the next question was, what did David think about feeling kicks for the first time?
Oh, I've already spoiled that question then. Yeah, it was amazing.
It changed his guess. If you saw our gender reveal vlog and our other answering your pregnancy questions, David thought that she was a boy until he felt her kick. Like, that just changed something in him.
Yeah, something switched that night. I felt the big kick for the first time, and right in that moment I said, no, I'm changing my guess. So yeah, that was the eye opener for me. That is when pregnancy became real. Mm-hmm. Not when the pee stick said you're having a baby, not when you told me that you were pregnant, and even, not even going to it was the kick, that one kick that made it real.
Yeah, and David, she's most active at 11 o'clock at night, so we pretty much lie in bed at 11 and we just wait, and David talks to her, and we just feel her kick. And anytime she's got the hiccups or she's moving, I'm always like, oh, David, come here, even if we're in public, just so he can feel it, because we're never gonna feel this again. Mm-hmm. We gotta. Yeah, and we have to really take advantage.
And I don't know if every parent has experienced this, but there are times when she's quiet and hasn't moved in a long, long time, and I will get right down to Lauren's belly and put my face against her belly so that baby can feel the vibrations of my voice as well as hear it, and just start talking to her and asking her to wake up. Come on, baby, wake up. Let's have a little kick. Are you still there? Are you still there? And to have the baby respond to that.
She responds to David's voice. It's incredible.
That is the craziest feeling in the entire world. To have a baby that's on the inside and you're on the outside, and they are responding to you, your sounds, your noises, you're calling for them.
I think she's going to be a big daddy's girl, because she always responds to David's voice. And anytime David is playing the guitar,
she loves the guitar.
She always starts moving. Even if she's asleep, guitar comes out, she's moving. Yep. So big daddy's girl coming up, I think. Did the Squatty Potty work?
Yes. For everyone involved. Yeah.
The Squatty Potty is probably the best $30 that I've ever spent in my life. No joke. I have no bathroom issues right now, touch wood. It is incredible.
Does everyone know what the Squatty Potty is?
The Squatty Potty is essentially like a stool that you put under your toilet that you prop your feet on, and it puts your I think it's like your knees are above your hips, and it just puts you in a better position to go poop.
Yeah.
And it's almost like when the cavemen went poo, they squatted. So it kind of puts you in kind of a squatting position.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't if you don't have to go to the bathroom, it's not going to do anything. But if you feel the urge, but you're pregnant or constipated or you just have trouble, get the Squatty Potty, and no joke, it just everything just
for people who
glides out.
For people who are having troubles, Squatty Potty could change your life.
It's changed mine.
It really could change your life. I know that might sound like an over-exaggeration. Yeah, it could change your life.
Because you've used it before.
I had it at work in Edmonton. We had one in the men's washroom at work. And I was like, well, I'll give this a try.
It's good. So, yes, Squatty Potty did work. I will link it down below for anyone who is interested. Any maternity recommendations for clothing? Oh, this is a tough one. I haven't bought too much maternity. This is maternity that I'm wearing right now, but this is from Time Maternity. RIP, they closed down because of the pandemic, unfortunately. But what I would say is a lot of my maternity clothes I bought one pair of maternity leggings from Blanky Leggings in Australia. They're really, really great. They just get very pilly. That's my only complaint about them. And they're quite expensive. So if you don't want to, I got them on sale. I didn't pay full price. But I also bought Old Navy regular, high-waisted leggings in a size large, and those I've worn those throughout my entire pregnancy. Once I popped enough that I couldn't fit into my smalls or mediums anymore. But that's kind of what I did. I just bought things in a bigger size because it's tough with maternity clothes right now because there's no physical stores that you can go to, in at least where I am. It's if you want maternity clothes, you have to order online, and then you don't know the sizing. If it doesn't fit right, then you have to send it back, and it's a hassle. So for the most part, I wear Aerie sweaters because Aerie sweaters are super baggy. I wear Old Navy leggings. I've heard the Aerie offline leggings are amazing. From a lot of pregnant women have said that they are really, really great, and you don't really have to size up because they're so stretchy. And then also checking out like Facebook Marketplace. Had I realized or thought of this sooner, I would have done this, but people just are giving away maternity clothes on Facebook Marketplace. So you can still find things from Time Maternity or anything like that, and you can get, you know, have an idea of what you think your size is, or maybe people would even let you try things on, I don't know, but that's what I would recommend. But essentially just like live in your baggy sweaters, size up in leggings. But from what I've heard, Gap Maternity is really, really great. I think I have one pair of Gap Maternity leggings that I bought for the summer, like a cropped pair, and they were incredible. And they were true to size for a while, but I can't wear them now because my belly's too big. Old Navy leggings, Aerie, yeah. Those would be my recommendations. Have you found any good nursing bras or nursing tops? So I just recently bought some nursing bras. One of my friends, Sam, on Instagram, she recommended I buy the Bravado is the brand. They're nursing bras and a pumping bra. So those just came in and I really like them. They fit really nice. They're the ones that like you unclasp and they come down, and then the pumping bra has little like slits so you can put your breast pump in it. So I don't really have any nursing tops.
I can't wait for the day to see you walking around.
I'm just gonna lift up my shirt, I feel like.
I can't wait for the day to see you walking around with a bra and two pumps. Or what is it, the one pump hanging?
No, both pumps.
Oh, both pumps,
yeah,
hanging off, and you're just walking around doing chores or whatever it is you're doing around the house.
Just pumping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have any nursing tops because, again, a lot of my stuff is baggy. I've heard that Aerie offline Henley shirts with the buttons are really great, so you can unbutton and then just whip it out. So I actually have a few of those. Those are also really good maternity tops, actually. I bought them in size large, and they've, like, my belly has grown into them. It's been great. So yeah, those, and then Bravado. And then also just sports bras that you can just pop a boob out. Whatever's easy. What are some ways David is supportive as a partner that have made pregnancy easier?
Yes, Lauren, tell us.
Oh my gosh, David is the best. Like, I can't tell you how lucky I feel. David is just like, he doesn't want me to lift a finger. He doesn't want me to do anything that could like strain anything or like pick anything up or bend over. It is to the point, and I know I've mentioned this before, but like, if I have to get up out of bed in the night to go pee, you know I've got a lot of, like, I call it my vagina pain, but it's like really bad pelvic pain that I have. So anytime I lift my legs or move, I get this like really bad pain down here. David will come out of bed and lift me out of bed. Like, you have been so supportive from day one in so many ways. So.
That's my baby.
Yeah.
You're my vessel.
No, not your vessel. But yeah, just, and you're very good at like anticipating my needs. I think almost like you want to do for our daughter. Like, you can just tell he can tell if I'm really tired. He can tell if I'm really sore. He can tell if I'm struggling to do something, and then he just takes over or helps, or he knows like, okay, you're really sore, like let's get you in the shower. He even like dries my legs for me sometimes if I can't bend. He shaves my legs. Like, he does everything. I can't even tell you how many ways he's supportive. He's wonderful. I hope you all have Davids in your life.
Oh, stop.
Do you plan to breastfeed? I do. Yes, that is the goal. That is the hope. Again, I'm really not putting too much pressure on myself because my body's gonna do what my body's gonna do. Baby is gonna either like it or not like it. So if I'd like to breastfeed, and then I would like to pump so that David can bottle feed. That's kind of our plan, I would say, is to pump and breastfeed. But if I have a bad milk supply or if it doesn't work out, totally open to formula feeding. We haven't bought formula yet, but that's probably something that I'll wait and buy if we need it. But breastfeeding is the plan, but at the end of the day, fed is best, right?
That's actually one of the things that I'm most looking forward to, is feeding baby. I've been looking forward to this for so long. Mm-hmm. And for anyone who doesn't have experience feeding a baby, whether you're not a parent yet or no one in your family has had a baby, you just don't have experience holding a baby. When you hold a baby and feed them and they open up their eyes and they look directly into your eyes, there's nothing else like it in the world. It is the single most amazing feeling to have a baby holding on to the bottle, looking into your eyes,
God.
even like the slight touch of their hand onto yours. It destroys you in that moment. Now, I've been lucky enough to have that because all my cousins and my brother, they've all had babies ahead of us. So I've had a chance to experience that, and it is the most beautiful feeling in the world.
It's pretty incredible.
To stop everything that you're doing. And I know that the world is busy and people have busy lives, and you know, you got the baby in the bottle and you're pushing the stroller. When you just stop and sit down and turn the world off, you chuck your phone away, you turn the world off, and it's just you and that baby in the bottle, nothing else like it. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, for me and for you as well.
Whether that's formula or breast milk, doesn't matter.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Okay, so I just realized, David, we still have a bunch more questions to go, and we are already at like 24 minutes.
That's because of you. You talk lots.
Oh, yeah, I thought I'm not the problem. Says the guy on the radio who talks for a living. So we're going to end Vlogmas Day 17 here. And then Vlogmas Day 18 will be part 2 of these questions. We'll just keep rolling through them because I think we've still got some good questions left. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing our answers and like hearing us talk about all things pregnancy. Again, if you have any questions for us or if there's anything you'd like to know, just let me know in the comments down below. We're happy to answer them. But yeah, again, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day.
You know I don't answer these questions anymore.
18! Bye. Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
You
I'll
know,
be like, oh, David, I got a bad case of the Johns right
case
now.
of the Johns.
It sounds like a bathroom problem.
Yeah, it does. We shouldn't say it out loud in
Maybe
public because
not.
we're going to think you're going to have indigestion.
Till you get back.
What? Whoa! What the hell?
Take 2.
Yeah, my guy.